YouTube. Every day I go live on YouTube. It's a good time, and I enjoy it. Sometimes I talk about a deep life lesson that I believe can help you on your journey. Sometimes I talk about living in a car and the simplicity of downsizing. Sometimes I get sidetracked and talk about yoga pants for 45 minutes straight. Do I care? Do I care? No, I don't care. Why? Because I don't accept donations, so I don't have to pander to anyone. I can make an hour video talking about why frogs cross the street, and I don't give a shit what anyone thinks. That's the magical freedom of living on your own terms, of working for yourself and living for yourself while not hurting anyone else. That being said, every day I go live on YouTube. If you want to be notified, hit the red subscribe button if you're not subscribed. If you are subscribed, make sure you hit that little bell symbol and then select all. That way you're notified each time I go live. Come in the chat room, leave a comment. We can have a conversation. If the comment's a little bit crazy, then I'm going to block you. But if it's good, I'll read it. I try to read every comment. Also, I appreciate everyone giving an effort for the thumbs up. Now, do I give a thumbs up for every video I watch? Not that much. It depends. So I've tried to be more conscious of that now that I'm a creator as well as a viewer. That being said, tonight, what I want to talk about is half the story. In life, people are going to come to you with a sad, everyone's against me story. My family hate me, my friends hate me, they treat me so bad. But remember, you're only hearing half the story. You didn't hear the story from their family on how this person is lazy, how this person has a history of poor decisions, how this person has a history of contention. So if you just listen to one side of the story, guess what you'll think? Oh, this person has it very bad in life. I have some family members that blame, my parents for everything. I mean, that blame certain people from everything. But if you hear the other side of the story, you'll realize that they have created their own bed of suffering. So sometimes people blame their parents, they blame their family, but really they're the lazy ones, they're the contentious ones, and they're the ones not taking accountability for their lives. What am I saying? I'm saying if you're a compassionate person, if you're a counselor, if you're going to be in ministry, or if you're just going to be a friend, many people are going to come to you during your journey with a sad story, asking for your justification, asking for you to rule in their favor. But that's a dangerous thing because you're only hearing half the story. You don't see the whole picture in context. You don't know their life. You don't live with their family. You don't know their relationships. Very dangerous. Also, I was friends with females throughout my life. And many times they came to me crying the blues that this man is treating me very bad. But come to find out, many times women ask me, please, Sam, tell me this guy's a bad guy. Well, one is, why are you still with him? Okay, that's number one. Two is, because that's the bad. Two is, after talking sometimes to some of their boyfriends, what I realized, the woman left the guy emotionally, the woman emotionally abandoned the guy. She only saw him when she wanted to. She was very selfish. And, she had her own issues. And sometimes when disputes have gotten physical, I stepped in the middle, tried to resolve it, try to keep the peace. And guess what happens? I get caught in the shit, and 2 years later, those people are still together. Never get involved with that. If anything, call the cops. Never get involved in a domestic dispute. Call the cops and let them deal with it. And you know what I've seen when family members fight or when lovers fight? You call the cops because, I had a couple times they wanted me to intervene because they said, I know I could stop it. But if I would have intervened, I would have got involved in conflict and I would have ruined my life and they would have still been together. So I call the cops. The cops come. Guess what happens as soon as the cops come? The two people fighting, trying to kill each other, they now team up and now they're against the cops. This is the corrupt character that you'll deal with in life. These are the type of people that want you to rule in their favor. They want you to get involved. You can't get involved in their life. You can't get involved in your life. You're only hearing half the story. The book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 17 says, everyone who speaks first in court appears to be right until the cross-examination. Never forget it. Never forget it. It takes two to tango. 99% of conflict is two assholes that lock heads. Most conflict is from a person who doesn't want to walk away. Conflict exists most times. There's exceptions, but conflict happens when one person doesn't want to walk away. And usually the person who doesn't want to walk away will come to you the next day, sing some sad story on how the whole world is against them. And they want you to rule in their favor. But the truth is, they're playing the game. They're playing the emotional pity party game. And I say, F you. I don't want to hear that shit. Everyone's got their burdens. I'm not that guy. I'm not going, because I think too, a lot of times psychiatrists are the same things as a Patreon account. Psychiatrists say, pay me. I'll listen to your bullshit. I'll listen to it for years. You don't have to do anything. Just pay me. And that's why, again, dangerous. Dangerous. Always remember in life that you're only hearing half the story when someone tells you something. In the movie The Godfather, when even though it was about, a mafia family and, they did some horrible things, I'm not co-signing or glorifying that, but you can learn lessons from every movie. In this movie, The Godfather, the older father who was the original head of the mafia family, he was teaching his son about how to be a leader and about how to be very careful when you judge a situation. Because many times people would come to the older mafia guy, the boss, and they would ask for him to rule in their favor. And so he took his son in a room while a couple people came in. They gave this boss their complaints. So one guy came in, he gave this big sad story about, how he wanted vengeance on somebody because he was done wrong. And so once he left the room, the older mafia boss asked the son, he said, what do you think after hearing that? He goes, I think, that guy's right. We should, give him the ruling, let's, et cetera, et cetera. And he goes, son, let me tell you this. You're only hearing half the story. What really happened is, let me tell you what the other side of the story is. Always remember that in your leadership role, when someone comes to you to a complaint, you have to get all sides of the story. And even then, even when you get all sides of the story, you still will never know the entire thing. That's a very important principle of life. And also, that's an important part for your self-care. Because when you're a compassionate person, what people try to do is try to come to you so that, you can justify them living without accountability. My whole family's against me. The whole world's against me. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Because what I've learned in my own life experience, most people that do that are about a bunch of bullshit. About a bunch of bullshit. They don't want to take accountability for their life. They don't want to leave unhealthy relationships. They don't want to do the work of their life. They want you just to feel bad for them. Not going to happen here. No way. And that's what happens when you only hear half the story. Life lesson. All right, that's my opening structure topic for the day. Now, live comment time. All right, let's see. Oh, we got a guy, Doug from New Mexico. Doug, love and respect to you, brother. Hello from New Mexico. I love Doug. Good guy, positive guy. It was nice, 73 degrees Fahrenheit in New Mexico today. Are you ready for a new week? Thank you, brother. I love the positivity, love the energy. It was 77 degrees Fahrenheit in Florida today, northern Florida. Am I ready for a new week? Yes. Every day I try to treat it like a new week. It's a new month, actually, April 1st. Obviously, I have to go back up to New Jersey this week because I have a job that I have to go back to. But I'm hoping, again, to hear about that other position I'm applying for within my same company soon. But either way, I'm thankful for a job. Why? Because you need income. If you don't get your own income, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be controlled by people. And you need to be able to work for your own income if you have the physical and mental capacity to do so. And very important. Doug, we love you, brother. Doug's a good guy, man. Thumbs up to you, brother. Hope you're having a good week. Romello. What's going on? I love that last name, Romello. I don't want to disrespect the first name. Just want to say hello. I appreciate, Romello, I appreciate you putting the effort and writing a comment. And just to say hello. Why? Because it matters to me. It encourages me. If I just sit here for an hour and talk to the screen and no one leaves a comment, it would be a little bit discouraging. I mean, I would still go forward, but I really appreciate that, Romello. Love, respect, and peace to you. And I thank you very much. Jesus, what's up? Jesus, what's going on, brother? Jesus, why don't I get notifications? I don't know, but you have to look at that bell symbol. After you subscribe, there's a little bell symbol. Make sure both notifications, both annunciations are above that. You hit that bell and then you select all. After you've done that, that's all I can tell you. Love to you, Jesus. Good afternoon. Big Dirty Logistics, what's going on, bro? Hey, Sam, will you ever get a P.O. box to accept fan mail like other YouTubers? Not going to happen. Nope. Don't want don't want fan mail, don't want gifts, don't want cards, don't want letters, don't want souvenirs, don't want any of that shit. All I want is comments in my live feed for us to have a conversation. If we can't, get it resolved then, it's really just a pander show. And I'm not about that, but I love you, Big Dirty Logistics. Not gonna happen here. Doug, half the story. So true, Doug. You know what I'm talking about, brother. My father once said, you can't save people from themselves, so don't try. That's right. You know what happens when you try to get involved? You get a black eye. You ruin your life because you get involved in a domestic dispute, and then when the cops come, the two people that were going to kill each other, they're against you and the cops. And they're still together, and you ruin your life. I've been through it. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Please don't come to me. Tell me your family's against you. Don't tell me your lover's against you. Don't tell me. I'm not going to do a pity party show. And I'm not. If I see someone getting hurt, I'm calling the cops. And that's what I've done. And you know what happens when you call the cops? They hate the cops, and now they hate you. So, you know what? You got to go in your own way. I got to go forward. You can do whatever you want. D'Angela, what's going on? Thanks for the intro. D'Angela, I love you. It's a reminder not to judge on the first appearance. No, Proverbs, the book of Proverbs in the Bible, chapter 18, verse 17 says, the first who speaks in court appears to be right until cross-examination. Never forget it. You only hear half the story. Oh, you got to be very careful. Very careful. Andy J, happy Easter. Andy J, somebody give me a bunny emoji, and if you celebrate the Christian, give me the cross emoji. Do I celebrate Jesus? Yeah, I love Jesus. But am I mad at somebody who doesn't celebrate him? No. I had a great viewer from Japan. I was very thankful for the viewer. I love connecting with people from all over the world, from all walks of life. A viewer from Japan left a comment on my and I forgot, I don't want to say the name disrespectfully, but a viewer from Japan left a comment on my Easter video I did this morning. He said, Sam, we're not celebrating Easter here, for him anyway. They were celebrating some festival. And I said, that's great, brother. I love to hear about different, cultures and walks of life. Love and respect to Japan, man. Love and respect. Big Dirty Logistics. What's your secret for picking up mills when you live in your car? Have a good sense of humor. Good sense of humor is number one. When you're young, you got to be tall. You got to have a nice ass, and that's it when you're young. Because that's all the chicks want. Tall, nice ass, and if you make money, that's extra plus. When you're older, after those relationships fail, and after they're stuck with 2 kids and the guy leaves, then all they want is a guy that makes them laugh. And, if you got a job, that's a go. And, you're relatively clean. If you do, you clean up on the MILF game. I'm cleaning up. Big Dirty Logistics. Let me tell you, I got enough to go around. Overflow. All you got to do is make them laugh, take care of yourself somewhat. And, it's a go. I'm cleaning up. Very good. Thank you, Big Dirty Logistics. Gail. I rarely comment, but I always enjoy your videos. Thank you, Gail. It feels like I'm talking to you in person. I feel the same way. I appreciate you guys leaving the comments. Why? Because, look, this is part of me connecting. I don't like a lot of relationships. I like the virtual relationships, and I enjoy you guys leaving a comment. That's all I want. I don't want anything for Christmas. I don't want any donations. I don't want any gift fan mail. All I want is comments in my live feed, and that's it. And if you want to throw a thumbs up, that's good. But if you don't, fuck it. I'm going for it anyway. It's great. I love it. Andy G. Had a freaking awesome hike today. That's what I'm talking about. A walk will cure 90% of your mental problems. Go for a walk every day, and that will also increase your physical well-being. Very powerful. Good job, Andy. He said he had a freaking awesome hike today. Felt fantastic. That's what I'm talking about. Made my day, definitely. Thanks for the reminder about the walks. Andy, you going forward, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Me too. How did I change my life? How to lose 200 pounds? How do I stay in a good place? How do I keep my energy levels up? I go for daily walks. That's it. I go to Planet Fitness because I'm living that nomad life. I need somewhere to shower, shit, and all that. But let me tell you something. Going for a walk, listening to music daily, not sitting for more than 45 minutes straight, that'll change your life. A lot of people don't want to hear that. A lot of people want to hear how do you lose 30 pounds in 30 days. A lot of people go to Oprah for weight loss advice. They join Weight Watchers. Oprah's overweight. Sick. It's sick, but that's the world we live in. Sick. The other world we live in is people want to tell you their sad story. Then they're only telling you half the story. The real story is, they're not taking accountability for life. In most cases, there's some exceptions, but in a lot of cases, big drama. I don't want the drama. Not going to happen. Not here. All right, that being said, let me take a hydration break in honor of my man, Starpack. Starpack, we love you, from Illinois, and if you can't join, that's okay. Yeah. Yep. So we're on the point of a new week. It's April 1st, 2018. What does that mean? That means another month of your life is over. And but new beginnings, and start small and keep pushing forward. That's what I say. D'Angela, do you do anything special for Easter today? No. Holidays and birthdays don't have a big significant meaning for me anymore. At one time in my life they did, but then I realized most people who make a big deal about the holidays and birthdays, the rest of their year sucks. So what I did when I became an adult and when I started thinking for myself and living my own life, not living a life based around how my parents want me to live, not how my society wants me to live. Because your parents, between 0 to 18, your parents get to control you. They get to say, look, you're dressing up, you're going to church, you're going to this family function. I don't want to do any of that shit. And as an adult, you get to live your own life. You don't owe your parents anything. Your parents brought you into this world because they wanted to have unprotected sex, not because you got to choose. So once you become an adult and you decide that you want to live for yourself and however you want to do it, as long as you're not hurting anyone, then what you come to realize is people who make a big deal about holidays, the rest of the year, they suffer. And so what I tried to do is I try to live every day like it's Christmas, every day like it's my birthday, every day like it's a holiday. Why? Because that's how you live a great, inspired life. How do you live a life of suffering? You allow your lifestyle to get dictated by holidays. So a lot of people just ate a bunch of chocolate bunnies, destroyed their diet, destroyed their health, got around people today they didn't want to be around, and their life's miserable. And, because they're not living a lifestyle. They're living for the holidays. You know how many emails I got, like, during the Christmas time? Like, oh, after Christmas time, I'm getting my life together. You ain't gonna do that shit. Why? Because it's about changing a lifestyle, not about changing days. Now, for young children, I'm not against you celebrating the holidays. Because for young children, I understand it's a magical time, and parents should do what they want. But what I'm trying to tell you, again, so don't look at me as the Scrooge, because I believe there's a certain time in life that you should do all those nice little things. But as an adult, I mean, come on, let's stop the tap dance show. I mean, do you want to live a good, inspired life 365 days a year? Or do you want to live for 4 holidays out of a year, overeat, overdrink on those holidays, live like shit, then ask me how to change your life? You don't need me to tell you how to change your life. All the answers are inside you. But the truth is, people don't want to hear what's inside them. They want to suppress that. They want to overdrink, overeat for the holidays. Then, they watch YouTube for the answers. You think guys on YouTube got the answers? I mean, I just watched the guy go live on YouTube. He didn't have any answers. What answers can he tell you? He's not really happy, but it's all right. It's all right. And D'Angelo says, I stayed home and I love not having any obligations. Amen, Angela. Me and you on the same page. To go anywhere for the holidays anymore. Angela, me and you on the same page. Why? Because look, as an adult, you don't have to tap dance anymore. For your children, for your family, for your church. I got in the church game too for a while. I had to, it's like a second job. Second job, the pastors are taxing the people 10%. They're taking that money. The ushers are working for free. Most everyone else is working for free. And, you hate it. I hate it. I learned a lot, but, it's bullshit, in my opinion. I'm not against faith. My faith played a big part in my life. I won't say it's bullshit. I correct myself. I rebuke myself. But what I'm trying to say is the game of it is bullshit. And so, because really you could just get together in people's house, celebrate the Lord. You can get together on YouTube. I mean, now in the technology era, do a live feed. That, what do you want to share about the scriptures? Knock that out in 10 minutes. You don't need any ushers. You don't need any, all big production. Knock it out and get out of there. But people want to, people mind fuck shit. And, they like to play the game. Not for me. But teach its own. Teach its own. I'm just speaking my piece. D'Angelo. I agree. I love D'Angelo. I used to have in-laws who would pressure me. Oh, F them. Constantly, but we loved them. Constantly to go to holiday parties. Yep, not going to happen. Part of the reason why they're ex-in-laws. I'm not mad at that. D'Angelo, me and you on the same page. And you're happier than you've ever been. That's freedom. That's freedom. Big, dirty logistics. I'm 41 years old. God bless you. Told I look in 30s. There you go. You hitting them up hard. 6'4", around 400 pounds. Own a tiny home. I have a job I love. Oh, that's awesome. But live hand to mouth. Single going on 10 years. Think you could hook a brother up with MILF? Well, one is, before you hook up with a MILF, you got to get good with yourself. One is, you own a tiny home, you have a job you love, but live hand to mouth. You living below your means and still having a tough time making it. You gotta be able to live where you have enough financial freedom where you're not hurting. Because I've been there. When you're hurting financially, it messes with all your other emotions. So now I understand sometimes not easy. Sometimes I went through years of just financial pain. So I'm not speaking down to anyone who's doing that. I've been through that. But that was because why do I tell you that before I tell you the MILF game? Because one is, even MILFs, they cost money. Right? I mean, you got to play a little game. Yeah, you got to play the game a little bit, brother. I can't lie to you. You want me to lie to you? I can't lie to you. But you don't have to make the full commitment. But what I'm trying to say is, if you're not living below your means, and if you're still living hand to fist, you're not going to be fully humorous. You're not going to be fully alive. And that's what the MILFs really like. Because the MILFs got seduced already by the tall guy with the nice ass. They got fucked it going down that road. So now they want the magical guy that's nice to be around, that's excited about life, that's inspired. And they want to know the answers from you. So now if you don't have the answers to get them, guess what they do? They don't get inspired. And guess what they do? Then they go to the next guy. That's me. I'm cleaning up. Yes. I'm very inspired. But I love you. AJ. Hand up emoji. We love you, AJ. AJ's a very positive guy. AJ, Planet Fitness president, We love you. AJ, I saw AJ's got an Instagram feed today. He did the espresso shot, and then he gave the energy emoji, the energy battery emoji. That after he drank the espresso, he had energy to go to Starbucks. And I know that feeling because I drink Starbucks before. Sometimes I go to a walk or I go to the gym. AJ, love you, brother. Happy Easter to you, man. Doug, all of your answers are inside you. Very true. Damn right. Yep. Got to open up the door inside your heart. You guys seek inside yourself. That's where God is. Totally agree. Take responsibility for your life. Accountability is the first step to growth. Never forget it. Good job, Doug. And have goals. Got to have goals. I totally agree. I am working, but looking for a new job. Amen. See, I like that. He's working, but looking for a new job. That's right. Good job. I have a plan for the job search this week. Doug, you know I want the best for you, brother. Praise the Lord. What's the best internet website for jobs in my experience? Indeed.com. INDEED.com. That's my experience. Everyone has their own. And you got to have a LinkedIn profile. You got to go on LinkedIn. Got it. Third chapter. Ever thought about getting support chat so we can help you out? No way. Not going to happen. I don't need it. I work a full-time job. I support myself. And I don't agree with that. Most people, 80% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. And forget about around the world. Forget about even worse. So, why am I going to text to people so I can live better? I mean, I'm already living good. I want you guys to save your money. Don't give it to anyone. Save your money. Pay off your debt, live your dream. My job is to inspire you to be the best you, not to inspire you to give me donations. I mean, that's a fucking scam artist. Not gonna happen. But I appreciate that. But come on. I love you. I don't want to take advantage of you. I mean, go live your life. I want you guys to live a positive life. Big Dirty Logistics. Good advice. I love you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I'm logging out. We love you. Thank you for logging in. Looking forward to your message tomorrow. Big Dirty Logistics. Go in peace, brother. I'll see you soon, man. I'll see you soon. Yep. Life is good. I mean, we're thankful. Got to be thankful for our health. Got to be thankful for another day. Now sometimes when life is bad, not thankful for that. We hate life. But today's positive. Let's be thankful. And overall, I feel good. Of course, I'm not that much looking forward to going back to New Jersey, but I have responsibilities. I have obligations. And for your work and for your income, you should work for your own living, not put burdens on other people. And so that's what I believe in. And I believe that if you work and if you live below your means, that, something will free up that you can really do that you're fully passionate about. But there's a season of life where you have to pay your dues and you have to, because, that gives you the testimony you need to have character and have integrity. When you try to avoid that, that's how people go down a sloppy road and scandalous, manipulative road. Don't like that. Don't support that. That being said, man, I really feel good about tonight's message, man. I think it's going to change your life. When you only hear half the story, very dangerous. And do I want to drag this out? No, I don't. I mean, I like the live comments, but I don't want to drag it out. Because when you drag it out, I remember being in church and the message got dragged out. It washes out the whole message. I usually like going live for an hour. We've only been on for about 25 minutes. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to stay in a free-flowing mind that, I banged this message out tonight. We had some good comments. I appreciate the comments. Appreciate the thumbs up. Doug, I'm going to read one more comment unless there's more. Doug says, best general job wide sites. Indeed, totally agree with that. Virtual vocations. I don't know about that. I have to look in that. Glassdoor. Now, Glassdoor, I totally agree with from the aspect of you need to go, whatever company you're looking to join, research on Glassdoor, the reviews of the company, the average salaries for that position, and people who have joined that company will give you, if they went on a job interview, questions that were asked during the interview. That's the most underestimated thing people research when looking for a job. Go on to Glassdoor.com and look up what, for that position and that general company, what questions were asked during the job interview process. Because that's what you need to do to close the deal. Never forget it. LinkedIn are the best. Totally agree. FlexJobs is another website. I have to look into that. For remote jobs like virtual vocations. Well, that's a good suggestion. You taught me something. Thanks, Doug. Doug, you got it, all caps down. You got it about Glassdoor, exactly right. Doug, me and you on the same page, brother. I may not ever go to the West Coast, but if I do, I'm gonna stop by New Mexico. I'm gonna check you out, brother. I'm gonna check you out. Guys, I love you, man. A lot of positivity flowing tonight. A lot of positivity. And I'm thankful for that. I want you to live a blessed, inspired life. One day at a time, one step at a time. And if you fall, you get back up. And we gotta go forward. Love, peace, and grace to you.